Dad died in 99?
Yeah. 7/3/99.
So what year is that car? That car's in
27.
1997.
I
97.
mean, in 97. Yeah.
Huh. I was telling Brendan on the way home. I said, this is what Pada wanted. He wanted that in the worst way. He wanted to have a Cadillac.
Yeah, and I love the town car.
Did you?
I do like it. I like the Cadillac now, but
What the priest say, or the guy say at the Pada's funeral? That had to do with me. I forget what he said.
oh, about the baby.
Yeah, what did he say?
Remember at the funeral, Joe Foch saying that pregnancy, let's see, death is actually a little bit like the
A
baby being soon to be born,
Right.
referring to, because he had said to the kids, how many grandchildren are there? And they said 12, and soon to be 13. So he used that, just like that, he used that example, that the child is a little afraid and kind of hesitates to be born.
I remember that.
Yeah. And that was Hayden.
I wonder if he's still a pastor of that church.
Oh, yeah.
Is he?
Yes, he is. And his son's a pastor.
Oh, really?
Mm-hmm. He was just a little kid when we first went there.
No kidding.
Now, one of his kids almost died when it had a tonsillectomy.
Really?
Mm-hmm.
What, like he bled or something?
Yeah, terrible.
I bled.
The same thing as you did, but his got out of hand.
So did mine. They stuffed my nasal passages with
Well,
cotton.
yeah, but his was to the point where he was in critical condition.
I might have been too.
Might have been.
Hey, they took my tonsils out, my older brother Bob and I at the same time. I woke up in the morning with my whole nasal passage up my nose, down in my throat, all stuffed with cotton.
How?
Because it
Like
it
inhale?
hemorrhaged.
It hemorrhaged. It started to bleed real bad.
He had didn't you have to come home with that?
They don't even take tonsils out anymore.
Yeah, they do.
They do?
I almost had that mine taken out.
Really?
Yeah.
Huh.
Did you have your tonsils taken out, Nanny?
I have, did I have him taken out? Yeah. Mary and I went together and
Oh, you did?
What has to be wrong with you that
Where'd you
had to
go?
take them out?
they kept getting swollen and inflamed and throat problems. And
Did you go to Chestnut Hill?
no, my father sent me somewhere to some, I think, country doctor or something.
Really?
And both Mary and I went. It was down in Philadelphia. It was somebody, Dr. Sines, Howard Sines. Daddy knew him. And so we went to him, to the American Stomach Hospital.
Really?
It's the whole thing was so.
How do you remember all that?
Oh, I don't know.
Stomach for tonsils?
Yeah, I don't know why. Well, because the Howard Sines was on the staff there, and he was doing the tonsil.
Oh.
So what they did, they made us walk up the steps to the second floor, go in this room that had a porcelain seat on it, like a toilet seat. You know, that's what it looked like, because it was porcelain. And so they put us on a stool, on one of these stools, and then they said, pant like a dog. And we're going, and he's got the thing in your mouth, and he's yanking at the teeth, at the tonsils.
No.
This morning, and Nanny, in case you're wondering what they are, I brought teas. I'm just going to put them on the counter.
What are they?
It's
No,
just
while
tea.
you're panning, he's yanking your tonsils out?
Yeah, he gave us about 5 shots in your
It's
throat.
tea.
What was it, honey?
It's tea.
Tea? What kind
You
of
gotta
tea?
smell this one. This is caramel vanilla.
Oh,
taxi. Okay, look. Shoes are off. Look. That means no walk.
So did it hurt when the Novocaine wore off? You must
What was
have.
awful, you're gagging and everything.
No.
So you were wide
why were
awake.
you gagging?
Because he was pulling the tonsils out of your throat.
She was wide awake.
Oh, yeah. Did it still do it
First
that way?
Mary, they took Mary up. Then I remember they came and got me and started me up the steps, and then I see Mary coming down. And I looked at her and I said to the nurse or somebody, whoever was walking with me to the, because we walked. And whoever was walking with me to the thing, I was, see, my train of thought goes, but it always has.
I told you.
Huh?
I should have been in the bed right next to you.
But Mary is coming down the steps.
Do you not remember when you used to tell jokes, you'd lose it at the punchline, wouldn't remember?
Oh, well, all the
So what's the
time,
difference?
all the time. Oh, I know, I mean, and then I think, oh, shoot, here it comes again. But I know it's not. Not that, but,
Well, at least you were treated well in that hospital, right? Boswell.
oh, they were wonderful to me. I thought they were good.
What happened?
And
Did
a
you
lot
just
of
like?
male nurses too.
2 were special.
Who, the male nurses?
No, you said 2 were special. Two you
There's
tried.
2 girls. Oh, I never finished that story. So anyway, about the 2 nurses that I wanted to give the $5 to. And, you know, Allison nearly died when I told her. She says, Nanny, well, you were giving her $5. What were you giving her $5 for? Oh, no, it was Rebecca that said it. She said, they don't give money to the nurses. Well, they did when I was young.
Really?
People would often give you a couple dollars or some.
When you were nursing at Abington, would they?
Yes,
Really?
uh-huh.
No kidding.
Well, you know that one man gave me money, $500 when he died.
Really?
He told his wife he wanted me to have that because, well, he and I became good friends. And then he died, and they called me that morning and said, what was his name? Oh, shoot, Holbrook, Joe Holbrook, that he was dying, and his family was here. I said, I'll be right up. So I went up, and
Took your
wife
baby
and
powder
the
with
kids
you?
were there. No, I always had it there, though. So, so then I tried to take it back to her. I went up to her house finally.
What did he do? Write a check to you?
I think so, and I took the check back up to her. I said, I can't do this. She said, Betty, he insisted that I give you this money. He knew he was dying. And she said, he insisted that you have to have that for your trip to Ireland.
I was around that time.
And of course, he was Irish too. So, I was
So-
just telling Hayden about the
Ireland?
Ireland, how nice they were.
What I don't understand is, did you know the people that lived in the Hay house?
Didn't know them before we went,
How did you know who they were?
because Aunt Fran knew them. Aunt Fran knew who they were, and she told us that, you know, if you get a chance, stop and see them, you know, they're so nice.
And they were bakers? They had a bakery?
No, they had a tweed shop.
Oh, a tweed shop.
Yeah, see, Irish people wear tweeds. Tweed clothes, you know.
So
What are tweets?
Well, they're,
who went? You and Aunt
you
Mary
never
and
see
Aunt
them
Isabel.
anymore.
Aunt Dot didn't
No,
go.
Aunt Kit.
Aunt Dot didn't go though.
No, Aunt Kit and Mary and I.
Oh, it wasn't Aunt Isabel.
No,
So when you went in and you got talking to them, they invited you to stay at the house?
Well, we were there, and as we were talking, we told them who we were, and of course they knew right away, because they had bought grandmother's house. So grandmother, actually,
Who came over from Ireland?
grandmother.
Your grandmother or your father?
My father's mother.
Oh, so your father was born here.
And my father was going to, see, why do I do that? I get off.
Hey,
one of-
you just named a patient that you had from God knows how long ago.
Well, that's part of the course, you know, you always remember the,
Yeah.
but anyway, she, I forget where I was.
You met the people in the tweed shop.
Yeah, so we went in the tweed shop because we wanted to see these people. We, you know, we wanted to at least say hello to them. And Fran had said, if you can, say hello to the, what was their name? Now I can't think of their name either. Anyway, so, as soon as I got off on the track, I forgot.
She couldn't remember their name.
Hmm?
You were supposed to go see them and say hello.
You went to.
Aunt Fran said, say, stop in and see them.
Oh, yeah, so we did. We were dying to go see them. We went right to our grandmother's house. That's where they lived. Oh, but so anyway, while we were in there, we said to them, is there any place around here, any bed and breakfast you'd suggest that we could stay at tonight? So we said, after all, this is where we were from. This is where our family was from. She said, so she walked away and she was tending to a customer. She came back and she said, how would you like to stay at your grandmother's house?
How about that?
And we said, oh, well, we don't want to put you out of it. She said, we'd love to have you.
Huh.
This is the way the Irish are, though. I mean, the first time they met us, stay at our house, the
Oh, we
three of
are.
us.
That's something.
Yeah. And then one night when we were there, one day when we were there, I called a cousin of Daddy's and on the phone that Daddy had known for years.
And he lived in Ireland?
And I took, yeah, not far from this place.
Oh, your dad's.
My father,
Okay,
no, he wasn't living in Ireland then.
No.
I was calling his cousin.
okay.
And I called and I said, I just wanted to tell, a friend had said, call him, he would like to hear from you, you know, because he knew your dad, he knows your dad. So, he said, I said, I am Betty Hay. I said, I'm Ben Hay's daughter. And at first he said, well, you know, and then he said, oh, Ben! Oh, my goodness, oh, yes. Okay, now you're going to have to come out to dinner tonight. His wife was out somewhere, but he wanted us over there for dinner. And I said, oh, I don't know if we can do that. Maybe we can come after dinner. He said, no, come for dinner. She'll love to cook dinner for you. So we went over after dinner. Well, we went over a little later. And I said I didn't know if we could make it for dinner. I didn't want to put them out. Or, you know, we didn't want to put them out. So,
How about that?
yeah. Takes me a long time to tell a story when I forget what I'm saying.
Well, I forget
What?
mid-sentence. I
Rin
forget.
is completely unpacked.
Oh, you are a good girl.
Unpacked. I don't even think my suitcase is back there.
Now, where are we? You have some suitcase back there because I went back and turned the light.